Hey, 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 happy Tuesday. How are you, my chickadees, my lovely babies? Um, Good news, I ordered my webcam. It is on its way. So hopefully by next week I'll be able to record videos with my face. But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and keep on working. Hopefully the Google Forms yesterday helped you guys out a lot with completing the classwork. We're going to do the same thing today. So let's go ahead and begin. We are still talking about text features. We're going to be talking about them all week. Except yesterday we kind of like labeled and identified text features. Today we're going to actually have actual articles and text and pick out those text features and figure out like what are these text features actually helping me learn throughout the text. Okay, so this is the part in the lesson where if you have not done your PDN, you can go ahead and pause the video so that you can complete the PDN. If you have completed the PDN, and don't lie, let's go ahead and do it now. Okay, alright, I'm going to use Boo today. So I'm actually going to go ahead and read through the passages because so that we can figure out the answers to these questions, okay? My parents have been married for 15 years, okay? So parents, we know, are the topic or the characters, right? Last summer, right? This is and I'm sorry, I'm going to go ahead and put characters above that. Last summer, which is the setting, we threw them a big surprise party with cake, presents, about 20 guests. We had games like volleyball and croquet. The best game of all was darts, though. I beat everyone, even my dad. We told them the party would be twice as big on their 20th anniversary. Okay, good. So the question says, which sentence is not? This is very important. Which sentence is not a fact, but an opinion? And I want you guys to remember what facts and opinions are, right? A fact is real information. An opinion is just what someone thinks, right? So let's read through here. And the fact would be like what the author presented in the text. A, my parents have been married for 15 years. This is actually a fact because it says it right here in the first paragraph, in the first sentence, okay? And so we know that we can eliminate A because that's a fact. B, last summer we threw them a big surprise party. That's a fact as well because this is actually the second sentence, right? And these lines are looking horrible, y'all. I'm sorry. I gotta go back because I can't be out here looking bogus. Okay, and then this was the second one. So we know that A and B are incorrect because those are both facts. Those are both facts, right? Okay, now let's move on to C. We had games like volleyball and croquet, right? And so, yes, they did have games like volleyball and croquet. That's right here. That's a fact because that's what happened, right? And then D, the best game of all was darts. So guys, even though it says it right here in the text, this is not a fact though. This is the author's opinion because I don't think that the best game is darts. Like I think that the best game would have been volleyball. So this right here is his opinion. He put his opinion within this text. And so D would be the opinion that the best game is darts. Okay? Good. Let's move on to the next paragraph. And I'm reading through these because they were not that long. And so we, have time to read through them. Best of all, perhaps Buck, so our character, loved to lie near the fire. Hind legs crouched under him. So fire, we know that must be like a setting. Forelegs stretched out in front. Head raised and eyes blinking dreamily at the flames. Sometimes he thought of Judge Miller's big house. The sun-kissed Santa Clara Valley. I'm sorry, that's not a character, but that is the setting. And of the Seaman swimming tank from Against Our Eyes. So this is actually an excerpt from the book against our eyes. And so it says here, what is something that is important to Book, right? When we think about what's important to him, think about what he's doing, right? He is dreaming, right? He's looking at the flames and he's dreaming. He's thinking about Judge Miller's big house. He's thinking about the swimming pool, right? And so think about what is important to him, right? And so when we look, I can eliminate food, right? Because the text doesn't mention anything about food, right? That's the first thing that I can eliminate. Another thing that I can eliminate is D, protecting himself, because it doesn't say anything about him protecting himself against the fire or against animals or anything. So now we're between safety and the family home. When I think about what he's dreaming of, it says he's dreaming of the house, right? House, home, those are the same thing. So I can go ahead and eliminate B, and I know that what's important to Book is his family home, okay? And so this is how we use clues in the text to come up with inferences to answer these questions, okay? All right. Now let's move on to our vocab work. So you guys know that we've been working on roots. We've been working on Greek and Latin roots. And so we're still doing that. A root word is a word that does not have a prefix or suffix added, right? Sometimes words are different languages. We've been talking about them. And they help us find the meaning of new words. Yesterday we talked about a word called antisocial, which means like you're against being friendly with people or being around people. And so today we have semi, right? That is our Latin root or Greek root. And semi means half, okay? And then our root word is circle. And we know that a circle is a line creating a round object, okay? So the line pretty much goes all the way around. And so when we put semi and circle together, it creates the word semicircle. And so semicircle is a half circle, or is, a half circle, okay? Good. Or half of a circle. So we can say half of a circle. Oh, let's just say a half circle. Sorry, y'all. Okay. Okay. Let's go ahead and create this sentence. Mr. Smith drew a semicircle in math class to discuss diameter. If you guys haven't talked about diameter yet, you will talk about it soon or in 5th grade, okay? So when we think about synonyms, a synonym for semicircle would be half, right? And then an antonym, of course, would be whole or an actual circle, right? Okay, good. Now, let's go ahead and move on to the picture. The picture, how do you know that it shows a semicircle? Obviously, I know that it's a semicircle because it is half of a circle. Very easy. Okay? Good. That was easy. Go ahead and click next on your Google form and let's go to the board equals paper. We are talking about text features. Exactly what we learned about yesterday. So we know that nonfiction texts that have real information, have text features that help readers understand the topic. And these text features give us additional information. And I'm going to just go ahead and bold these so you guys can know what the blanks are, because you should be filling it in on your Google form. Okay, and so text features give us additional information that may not be included in the text. Okay, and then it shows the information in a visual way. right? It helps us see it, okay? Now, guys, we're going to go ahead and go over again the text features that we talked about yesterday. Remember, we talked about titles. The title is the name of the text shown in big black letters, okay? And that's similar to this image right here. And then table of contents is a list of the parts of a book or document organized in the order you would read them. Okay, and so I included this small picture here. I don't know if you can see it, but it has the topics on the side with the page numbers that you can find the topics on. Caption, of course, we talked about captions. They are words describing a picture, a graph, or a chart. And then we're going to talk about graphs and charts, which are another part of text features, tomorrow. And then we talk about headings, right? A heading is a short line of a text. I don't want to say line. I want to say phrase of a text explaining the paragraphs of the passage. And then the text box, we know about text box. It is a box outside of the paragraph that features additional information. And remember, we talked about the text box is different from the caption because captions are just like one sentence, and text box usually are like long paragraphs explaining additional information about the topic. Okay? And then lastly, bold words are words that are darkened, followed by the definition. Okay, good. Okay, guys, so we're ready to move on to our model. Now, guys, I want you to look at this passage. I know it looks like a long passage. The crazy part is that we're actually not going to read this whole passage because that's not what the most important part is. The most important part about this passage are the text features. And so before we even go and answer questions, I want us to label the text features that we see throughout this passage. So when I look at this passage, the first text feature that I see, I'm going to underline it, is the title. That's the first text feature that I see. And I'm going to write that, okay? That's the first text feature that I see, okay? And you can go ahead and fill in the blank on your Google form. The next text feature that I see, now, it feels good to laugh is the title. Laugh to feel better is not the title, but it is a heading because it's telling us what this first paragraph is about. This first paragraph is talking about how laughing makes you feel better. And so this is the heading. That is our first heading. Okay? Notice how I'm just going throughout the text and I'm labeling the text features. I'm not even worried about reading the text because that's not what we're doing. The next text feature that I see, of course, is an illustration. I see a picture. Okay? Pictures are text features because they give you more information about the text. As you can see, you see like a group of kids laughing and having fun, which is what the text is about. And then another text feature that I see, laughing is just as healthy as exercise, is a caption. This caption is explaining what this picture is about. Okay? Good. All right. And so another text feature that I see, you think you're funny, is in bold letters. This is another heading, right? Because we have another paragraph. And so instead of it talking about how laughter makes you feel better, it's talking about how some people are funnier than others. Okay, and so this is our second heading. Okay? All right.